filmed this video maybe like 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago. I filmed quite a lot and haven't put it anywhere. I'm in a much better place now, I'm not gonna lie. And I am gonna start posting some of the stuff that I filmed to kind of show my processing and processes and just like the visual, like from video to video of the changes in me, I guess. I'm working a lot on getting into some kind of flow that's good for me and works for me, and just trying to be, and release the pressure. So that's where I'm at the minute. I talk a lot about wanting to stop antidepressants. I'm going to put the timestamp on the screen because the first part of this video is just more so talking about like how I feel about like myself and connections, and yeah, feeling just a bit crazy in the world at the minute. Well, not now, I don't feel crazy now. Like, I really have a lot to talk about. I feel like I had a lot of moments of like clarity and good vibes, but I felt well crazy recently. So that's just me talking about shit for 6 minutes, and then I get onto the antidepressants stuff. I know we all go a bit play around with the Delulu vibes, but I don't know. I think sometimes I talk about things, and then somebody else might say something, and then I'll just be like, "Whoa! Everything I just said sounded like I am mentally ill." But like even this like self-awareness of realizing that indicates to me that's not mental illness. Well, it is, I guess. I still have mental illnesses. Oh no, life's confusing. I'm confused by humans, and I just be hiding myself indoors. Hiding myself is a bit dramatic. I just be isolating. But in that way, same way, I'm like not spending enough time around people that are good for me. But then I'm like, I'm a bit fucking crazy. So, are you good for me? I ask myself lots of questions, and mostly because I self-sabotage. I have a lot of fucking issues, and at present, my main ones are connecting with people and staying connected with people. I have a huge fear that people will leave. And even though some people around me have been in my life for years and years and years, I'm still worried they're gonna go. And it makes me sad because I feel like I can't make these seriously secure connections because I'm so worried that they're gonna go. And when I say go, I just mean like actually go and all get sick of me. And it's deep. I am definitely deep in my feels and think about things a lot and too much sometimes. Because I can't live like this because it blocks everything else. It stops me moving forward with people I love. I'm scared they're gonna leave, and I'm scared they're gonna not like me anymore, and it makes me sad. And I'm scared, like I shouldn't be scared, but I'm scared because I really love the people I have around me, and I feel like I've really come to a place where like the people in my life, in my realms, I'm happy with the capacity in which they sit. Like I'm quite comfortable with my roster of friends. But I don't connect with them too much, I don't know if it's a normal amount or what. I'm just in a fucked up space, but also like I'm in a very different space compared to a lot of people around me, like, different but same. Different as in circumstantial. I don't want to take my antidepressants anymore. I just took them just now, but I don't want to take them anymore. I don't want to tell my doctor about it just yet, or talk to my doctor about it just yet, because I know he's going to be like, what do you mean? Because for real, I'm not on good vibes. But what I mean is, these are a plaster and I need them out my system, because how the fuck am I going to completely properly heal whilst taking a drug to help with like balance my brain and stuff? And respectfully, I'm taking a high ass dose, and you still be catching me with very negative, suicidal, intrusive thoughts. None that I'd ever act on, but the pain is heavy. And like I'm on the highest dose of sertraline, so it's not even confusing. It's confusing at first glance, like how are you on the highest amount but you still want to die sometimes. Well, I tell you how, because that shit's a plaster and I've been on them for 5-6 years and they've worn off, hun. They aren't doing the trick, and I feel like I've like outsmarted my brain. That sounds very dramatic, and I think it actually sounds quite egotistical, but outsmarted my brain. I've just learnt new things as I've grown, and now that I finally see what antidepressants are doing, it's not a bad thing. They're not doing a bad thing. They've helped me in times where I've needed help, but the space that I'm at right now, I've definitely come to realise I would like to be off these drugs. I'd like to be off these, and I'd like to actually work on the chemical imbalance in my brain and not just help it. I'd like to actually heal it properly. I guess it's a bit, well, not frustrating for me, but I really want to just stop them and see what I go on. But that's like quite obviously dangerous and impulsive, to be honest. So yeah, that's just like a future thought. But it's really making me like resist taking them and wanting to take them, and I have been resistant for a long time. Like I've not been good at taking pills. The more depressed you are, or the more depressed I am, or the more in my own head or down and out and all of that stuff, you just look after yourself a little less. And some days I'd literally just be like, I haven't taken my medication, shall I? Or can't be asked, or forget about it. And it's not good. It's not a good habit. It's not a good, I'm not looking after myself properly in that sense. But I don't know if it's because they're not doing fuck all. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, why am I putting this in my body if I literally still want to sometimes cut my head off, you know what I mean? And I say things like this quite lightly because I don't always feel suicidal. I don't always have intrusive thoughts. I mean, regularly I do. But the heavy ones, and they really line up with my ovulation, my cycle, PMDD, PMS, all of that. It all like aligns for me, and I can like understand why I'm feeling, but it doesn't make it any less real in the moment. And that's very heavy and sad, actually, quite sad, because I can remember a few years ago, just before the pandemic, I think, or sometime in the patch where you could travel, and I was in Manchester, and I come home, and I got home like 2.5 hours down south, and I just wanted to fucking die. I just wanted to die even more than I ever wanted to, and I come back up to Manchester, and I'm just like, wow. I can't find a single thing to make me want to be here. I'm like, tears are streaming down my face on the train, and it was just really sad and tragic. I just wanted to die so badly. And then like the next day I was kind of much calmer, and like the thoughts really weren't there, and like that's quite frightening. Do you not think? It was the day before I started my period. The maths did math. And it's all well and good, like me making 2 + 2 make 4 and understanding that, but what we're gonna do about it? Because, anyways, I'm on my own journey regarding that. I'm gonna have to. I spoke to a doctor who was honestly, I can't believe how much she listened. She was really honest. She was like, she was just great, to be honest. She was great. She was lovely, and we went into talking about moods and periods and blah blah blah, and we just got to stop these periods, I think, for a hot sec, because that is the problem. As soon as the system starts doing things, I'd be getting it's just too much. So we're gonna see what we can do, and I really hope that during the changes of looking after my body medically, that obviously takes some time. Doctors like this, things take time. Hopefully I can speak to my other doctor about reducing this sertraline, because I don't want to be on it no more. I don't want to be on any of them, to be honest, because as much as they all have their perks, it's not a long-term perk. It's not a long-term answer, and it makes me sad to like finally realise that. I don't know why it makes me sad. I think it makes me sad because, like, I wish I'd kind of understood better the science and stuff of SSRIs before taking them. But actually I was just in a desperate place and I needed something. And they did help me, and they have helped me. Don't get me wrong, they have helped me. And I appreciate the little SSRIs. But I'm done. They're done for me now. I feel they're done for me now. And I'm 6 years deep of taking antidepressants. Each person is different, each their own. It's only in recent weeks that I've kind of felt like this, like I've wanted to come off them. Because previously, I'd say I just will never come off these. Never, like, scared of what I'd be like at baseline. But now I feel like I have the strength to be at baseline and work up from baseline. Do you get me? Not right now. I mean, I'm talking like future. How do I explain this? When I'm in a place where I can reduce my sertraline, that I will know I'm in a place where I have got the strength to hit baseline and deal with whatever baseline is and work from there. Is how I feel. That was, yeah. Breathe. That's all really.